Let us understand how to pass functions as arguments. The function which takes other functions as arguments is typically called as higher order function, and the function which is passed as argument is called as lower order function. You need to define all the lower order functions you want to pass as argument for the higher order functions. For simple functionality, we can also pass unnamed functions or lambda functions on the fly. We will be seeing details related to lambda functions as part of the next topic. Let us take the example of getting sum of integers, squares, cubes, and evens related to passing functions as arguments. However, when it comes to getting sum of integers, we have formula. We should ideally use that. But to demonstrate the capability of passing functions to other functions, I am just using a very rudimentary approach of getting sum of numbers by iterating through the elements and adding those values to the total and returning the total at the end. For this, I will be using a special function called as range that is provided by Python. You can see that it will actually give us elements from 0 to 9 by default if I just say range of 10. So if you just pass one argument, it will just start with 0 and it will provide 10 elements which are nothing but 0 to 9. However, if you give the lower bound and then upper bound starting from 1, it will just go till the 10th element as part of the integers, which is nothing but 9 in this case. You can also add the third argument, which is nothing but step. So in this case, it will increment by 2 every time. So instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it will return 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 by incrementing by 2 every time. You can also try with 3 and you should be able to see the details. 1, 4, and 7 are the only numbers between 1 to 10, which we get when we increment by 3 or when the step is 3. That being said, I am creating regular functions for sum of integers using for loop. You can see that using range, I am iterating through from lower bound to upper bound. I have a global variable called as total, which is initialized to 0. And in each and every iteration, I am just adding this I to the total. So if I pass 5, 10 like this, as part of the first iteration, I will be 5. It is being added to total. So total will be 5. As part of the second iteration, I will be 6 and 6 will be added to 5, which is total, and it will be 11. Total will be 11 now. As part of the third iteration, I will be 7, which will be added to total, which is nothing but 11, which will be 18, so and so forth. So once we iterate through all the elements between 5 and 10, it will actually return 45. For sum of squares, rest of the logic is same, except that in this case, instead of just adding I, we are saying I times I to add the square to the total. Rest of the logic is same. Same is the case with the cubes. We are just adding cube of each number every time between the range to the total, and you can see the sum of cubes as 2925 between 5, 10. This is the logic for the even numbers. So in this case, if I is divisible by 2, I am returning the I itself. Otherwise, I am returning 0. So this will take care of returning either even number or 0. And you can see the sum of evens here. This is how you typically develop regular functions without other functions as arguments. However, if you look at the logic, almost all the logic is same except for this. So with the same functionality, we have developed almost 4 functions in this case. Now using functions as arguments, let us understand how we can improvise the reusability of our code. In this case, I am creating a function called as mySum. It takes 3 arguments, lower bound and upper bound, as earlier functions. However, the third argument f is of type function. Rest of the logic is same. We are initializing total to 0. We are iterating through the elements and we are creating or we are processing one element at a time. However, instead of adding that element to total or a derivative of that element to total, we are just saying that whatever the function returns, try to add it to the total, and finally we are trying to return the total. So let us create this function. We need to have lower order functions also. So I am creating lower order function called as I, square, cube, even, etc. So in case of I, it just returns whatever is passed to it. In case of square, it just returns the square of the number. In case of cube, it returns the cube of the number. In case of even, it returns the even number. If it is even, otherwise it returns 0. Now to invoke the function with I, it will look like this. When the function is invoked, when it iterates through the elements between 5 to 10, the I of 5 will return 5 and 5 will be added to the total. Similarly 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and it actually returns 45 because sum of numbers between 5 and 10 is 45. When it comes to square, as we are passing square as the argument here, when it comes to adding to total, it will square up the number based upon the functionality of the function that is passed to this higher order function, and that number will be added to the total. So for 5 it will be adding 25 to total, for 6 it will be adding 36 to total, so and so forth, and we got 355 as the sum of squares here. When it comes to sum of cubes, it will just return whatever is defined as part of the cube, which is nothing but n times n. For 5 it will be 125, for 6 it will be 216, and those are added to total, and finally total is returned. When it comes to even, if the number is even, it returns the number itself, otherwise it returns 0. For 5 it will return 0, 0 will be added to total. For 6 it will return 6, 6 will be added to total. For 7 it will be returning 0. For 8 it will be returning 8. For 9 it will be returning 0. For 10 it will be returning 10. And 6, 8, 10 with zeros are added to the total, and finally the total is returned, and it is nothing but 24. This is how you can actually leverage the functions as arguments to other functions and can improve the code reusability. In this case, this part of the code except for this is reused for all these different similar functionalities.